A's Extra.
Back on the Anglers Extra pregame show, the Chatham A's preparing for their first doubleheader of the year as they visit Spillane Field to battle the Wareham Gatemen in a rematch of last year's championship series. It's time for the Manager's Show. Josh Schaefer with Tom Holliday. Coach, first doubleheader of the year. You ready?
Yeah, I mean, it's like quick turnaround from a night game, and it'll be a challenge for our guys. I mean, being that, we hit traffic on the way in and everything, and the only thing I can say is welcome to Cape Cod.
Welcome to Cape Cod. We're actually not on Cape Cod right now. It's the Cape Cod.
Is that right? We left Cape Cod?
Left Cape Cod, went over the bridge into, not mainland Massachusetts. There is a canal now, so I guess technically Cape Cod does not connect with Massachusetts. But we went over the bridge, over the Sagamore Bridge, and we're here in Wareham. And Coach, this is a team, now obviously completely different teams from last year, but your club struggled against the Gatemen last season, 0-4 in the regular season, 0-2 in the championship series. Is there...
Right? I didn't even know that.
I'm sorry, I do this with you all the time. I really don't mean to.
Honestly, I did not know that. We didn't beat these guys at all last year. You got me all fired up now. I'm
all right.
Bubbling over. Let's go.
Indirectly fired up manager Tom Holliday. Coach, have you seen your team struggle at all to play on this field? Does this field have any effect on the ways you guys come out?
I don't think so. I mean, the field's ugly. It's different. But it played good. I mean, it actually plays good. Now, it is different. Even the outfield looks like it's a lot more shallow than what the numbers indicate. But I remember last year, I mean, they beat us. I mean, the field didn't beat us ever. And, it's just one of those things. I mean, I don't mind playing here. I mean, this goes along with Cape Cod baseball.
So your team led the Cape League in home runs last year, kind of slow to hit home runs this year, just one, and it came from Paxton Wallace a few nights ago. But you've got some power bats on the way in Miami's Alex Terral and ASU's Spencer Torkelson. Do you see the power increasing, not just with them, but with the whole team once they get comfortable with the wood bats?
Yeah, I think power will pick up when they get used to using the wood. Torque will help. Terrell's going to help. Cade Cabanis is going to help. We've got guys coming, and in a way, it's always, there's something good about what we're doing. I mean, some of the guys that are playing a lot right now are going to be backup guys, and they're getting a lot of at-bats right off the bat. And you know what? We may not be hitting home runs. We're not getting a ton of hits, but we're getting big hits. And I know Polkovich last night, his last 2 times up, hit 2 balls as hard as you can hit them. And they didn't leave the yard, but I mean, that's a good signal. I mean, when guys start putting good at bats back to back, that's telling you they're relaxing into this thing. And it's not like we have a system. What we're asking them to do is have good at bats right now. That's all you can do. Get used to the wooden bat. So, I mean, we're moving in the right direction. You're 4-1. I mean, I got no complaints. I mean, we're pitching really good. That's a bright spot.
So you bring up the pitching. Last night, another great performance from your pitching staff. The offense finally got going as well. How did that game feel last night against YD versus the first 4 games?
You know what, last night almost felt like the night before, like the night before, like the night before. And that's a weird feeling when you know you're going to go out there and watch 3 different guys every time you play perform like they're doing. And I mean, I can't wait to see it. We get to see 3 starters every night go out, and the way Kubicek pitched last night, he was better last night than he was his first time. Hazelwood was untouchable last night. I mean, his only trouble was, I think, maybe trying to waste pitches. And then the guy that comes in to pitch the last 3, I don't want to call him a closer, but Ty was the last guy to pitch, and he was electric. And he was in trouble the whole time. But we made a couple, I guess they were errors, but I mean, the one hop was a bad hop off of Ramirez's glove at short. But he had to get in his 2 innings, he had to get 9 outs. So, and he did it, and he competed his rear end off. And when they're better the second time, that's a good sign. That means what we're trying to do with him on this rest issue and keeping him at 3 innings, that's going to work. And when Kobe went for the 4th inning last night, his pitch count was outstanding. So, I see growth already. We will eventually have a bullpen. Last night we had no bullpen. So those guys had a gun at their head. They had to take care of 9 innings, and they did it.
So without having a bullpen, how does that impact the way you guys play the next few games, or is your bullpen ready to go once again?
Well, we pick up 2 arms tonight, in this bullpen thing, and Merriman, again, keeping him in touch with a day off every time we pitch him. We get him back, and we only play 7-inning games. So, and we pick up an arm tonight, Zach Cable. So we actually got an arm fresh on both. Next week, starting on Tuesday, we're going to have two lefties and 2 righties on top of Tuesday night. So there you go. That'll be a 4-man bullpen, which that's all we really need.
Well, Coach, back here at Spillane Field in Wareham for the first time in more than 300 days. Good luck in Game 1 and Game 2 against the Gatemen.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we need more than luck if we've never beaten them since I put this uniform on. So we're going to give it 150% today and try to win. I
don't know if I should apologize for letting you know or if I should...
Well, you cracked me. You got in my head. You're in my head right now. So
is that good or is that bad?
I don't know. You've seen my head. Do you want to be in there?
I don't think so.
Some people don't like it in there.
Well, we'll see what Cooper Boardman thinks as the A's Extra pregame show continues.